MGF Customs / reviews.
The following content is a completely accurate representation of what will happen in a future Iron Man 3 scene. What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing my final LEGO Marvel Superheroes Iron Man 3 review. And I know that was short-lived, but unfortunately, the LEGO group only released 3 sets. But anyway, to conclude all these reviews, this is the Iron Man Malibu Mansion Attack. And the set number for this one is 76007. The recommended ages are 6 through 12, and the piece count is 364. Now, I myself had to go to great lengths to get these sets early. Unfortunately, the LEGO group have put up limitations that will not allow any of us to buy these sets at our local Toys R Us's until the given date of March 7th. And what will happen is you go to your Toys R Us, and even if you find them on the shelves, you will go to ring them up, and it will not allow you to do so, which is unfortunate. And if they are in the back, the Toys R Us employees will not even let you see them. So you're going to have to wait until March 7th to get these sets. Now, I myself managed to weave my way around things and get these sets early to review for you guys. Now, in terms of pricing, this set is really good. It's a licensed set, so it's going to be a little bit more pricey than it has to be, which is the price of $49.99 in Toys R Us stores. Now, I think that's a good price considering this is a licensed set and the amount of minifigures included. Like I said, I mean, it's a 364-piece set, but either way, it's really the minifigures that are really cool. You get a good amount of them. You get actually 4 minifigures. Actually 5, sorry. I was kind of just looking right here, but I kind of have Pepper decapitated because I have her in this suit right now. So in total, including the Iron Man suit, you do get a total of 5 minifigures, and that is really good. Now, the helicopter is very nice. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to take a look at the trailer again if it resembles the one in the trailer. I know there were 2 in the trailer, but this one hopefully looks accurate enough. But then you also get the robed Mandarin variant. You get an Extremis Soldier, the first Tony Stark, the first Pepper. And then you get the Mark 42 Extremis, which we've gotten in the Seaport Battle. Now, the Malibu Mansion is more of a playset than anything, if that just gives you a good idea right there. She just fell over. Damn it, Pepper, stay. And if you can see inside there, it's more of a playset than anything, and I'm going to go over all the details about the actual set in just a minute. But honestly, if you want the best minifigures, what I'd have to tell you is I would definitely go for the Ultimate Showdown set for this Heartbreaker variant of Iron Man, the Seaport Battle for this awesome War Machine, and if you want the best Mandarin, he unfortunately comes in the most expensive set. So that's what I have to say. If you want the best minifigures out of these Iron Man 3 sets, it's probably, that's my personal opinion. I think those are my favorite 3 out of all. The Tony Stark, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. Best Tony Stark possible. I think LEGO did a great job. I'll go over that too in just a minute. But without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the box, and then after that we'll move on to the instruction manuals and comic book adventure included. The first minifigure I've got to show you is the first official Tony Stark minifigure, and it is pretty cool to just get a Tony Stark minifigure rather than having Tony Stark's head inside of an Iron Man suit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Iron Man suits, but it's just really cool to get a Tony Stark minifigure alone by itself. And you can see this is obviously the outfit that he will be wearing in Iron Man 3. We've seen this in the trailers already, and honestly, for this head, I kind of wish that LEGO wouldn't have just reused the same exact head that they've given the Mark 42 Extremis minifigures. And I kind of wish that they would have included the kind of like headwear that he has in the trailer, if you have seen that. I think that would definitely have added a little bit more detail to the minifigure. But other than that, I really do like the printing, especially on the back there. Not a whole lot of detail, but it's definitely accurate. And same goes for the torso right there. You can see that the arc reactor printed in is absolutely phenomenal and looks exactly like it. And LEGO just did a fantastic job on the torso detail in general. Now, He does have dark bluish gray arms, which is also accurate. And honestly, I just really feel like this is the ultimate Tony Stark minifigure. And then you can see that his head, like I've stated before, is the same exact head that we've gotten with the Extremis suits minifigures, with the Seaport Battle and the, well, this set. But you can see that it does have a kind of confident and smirking sort of expression right there. And that is very nice. And then you can also see a worried, concerned, and upset facial expression right there. So obviously, Tony Stark is not going to be doing so well in this film, so that's probably why LEGO elected to create that face. And then you can see that he does have a dark brown hairpiece, and Robert Downey Jr. does have dark brown hairpiece. Yeah, everyone wears a hairpiece. Anyway, he will have dark brown hair in the film, so LEGO stood by that and gave him dark brown hair. So honestly, this is a great Tony Stark minifigure, and I definitely appreciate its awesomeness. And we have the first official Pepper Potts minifigure, the first official Gwyneth Paltrow minifigure, and definitely very cool. Now, there is a few flaws with it. Unfortunately, the fact that her face is not exactly the best. We've seen LEGO make faces that are more accurate to these actors, such as the Tony Stark minifigure is very accurate to Robert Downey Jr., but honestly, this doesn't really look like Gwyneth Paltrow, especially the hairpiece. This is a reused hairpiece that we've seen in many LEGO sets, but in her ginger color. And unfortunately, her outfit, though it might be accurate, I haven't really seen her in Iron Man 3 yet, but though it might be accurate, she looks like a nurse. I'm not going to lie, she really does. And I kind of wish that this wasn't the case, but unfortunately it is. And you can see that the hair is really nicely printed on. The torso printing is very nice, and you can see that it does actually have a necklace right here. You got some curves right here to represent some feminine features. You got some buttons right here, some pockets, and some curvature there. Then you can also see, if we move the hairpiece here, there is the other facial expression, and you can see that is the secondary facial expression. You've got some freckles there, and she obviously has a rather concerned and upset face, considering her mansion that she works with Tony in is being destroyed, and some pretty simple printing on her back. And then there's a better look at her facial expression on the front of the head. I wouldn't really know what the front of the head is. I mean, just kind of the primary face, really. But other than that, it's a nice try. I definitely think it serves its purpose, but I mean, you see, we got the best Tony Stark minifigure, but not the best possible Pepper. So yeah, just that's my 2 cents on the Pepper Potts minifigure, so there you go. And of course, we have a really awesome villain, the Mandarin. And obviously, this is one of the first Ben Kingsley minifigures. And you can see that it is highly detailed, but unfortunately, it does have 2 flaws. Those flaws being this alien conquest pistol, which is being absolutely abused across all LEGO production lines. You can see that it is absolutely inaccurate, ridiculous, and absurd looking. Of course, it has its own uses for other LEGO themes and possibly mocks and other things, but in terms of Iron Man 3 and modern day sets, you know, based on a modern day environment, this is not the appropriate weapon to use. And based on the Lone Ranger sets coming out soon, I don't think it would hurt LEGO to include such a modern-looking pistol, considering there are revolvers in those upcoming sets. But the other flaw is the fact that the hairpiece is not exactly accurate, because in the trailer you can see that the Mandarin does have kind of a different hairstyle. And if you use this hairpiece, which is not included, it's from one of the old LEGO minifigure series, it looks a lot more accurate. And honestly, I don't think it would have hurt LEGO to produce these for this set, for the Iron Man 3 sets in general. It's more accurate and it just looks better. So it's kind of unfortunate that this hairpiece was used, but what can you do? So there you go. And then you can also see that the beard included is a little bit long. I think that LEGO could have used the Series 7 Santa beard and molded that in black, and I think that would have looked a little bit better. But getting his head off here and removing the beard, you can see that the head is very nice. It is very cool indeed. You can see that the facial expression is rather timid here. There isn't really much to put, considering his mouth is completely covered up. But then the other facial expression is a kind of confident, I'm gonna kill you face. So that is very cool, and definitely nice to add a variety to the figure. Then you can see you have a dark brown cape. Yeah, that's brown, alright. A dark green cape, which definitely complements the figure as being the robed variant of the Mandarin, unlike the Ultimate Showdown variant. You can see that the detail on the torso is ridiculous. You have so much detail right there, it's not even funny. And when LEGO really pays attention to detail, they know what they're doing, because that looks fantastic and accurate. And then you can see the detail on the legs does continue, and it does continue to be awesome. So really, really fantastic printing on the dark green torso and the olive green legs. And that awesome printing does continue to the back as well, but with a more simple tone to it. And yeah, so that is it for the Mandarin minifigure. Now, of course, this is the robed variant of the Mandarin, because in the Ultimate Showdown, the variant that was included was had his arms exposed, and he did not have the awesome printing that this minifigure does. So there is the Mandarin from the Malibu Mansion Attack, and if you want the better Mandarin, I'll definitely have to go with this one, obviously. Now, I don't know much about the Extremis virus, serum, whatever it is. I don't know much about it, but I know it'll definitely be quite a problem in Iron Man 3, as this guy apparently has something to do with it. He is an Extremis Soldier. Like I said, I can't really say if he's infected by it or whatever, I don't know. But either way, it's an awesome minifigure. As you can see, the detail and the printing right here is very nice. And that does continue to the front of the torso as well. He does have a rather muscular kind of body. And all the red designs on it are very interesting. And I kind of wonder why they're there. But then you can also see a zipper. And that is also very nice with the detail. He does have dark brown hair and black legs. And of course, the best part of these Extremis minifigures is this. Glow-in-the-dark heads, bros. And it is very awesome to get glow-in-the-dark heads. And you can see that the other side of the face doesn't exactly glow as greatly. But anyway, you can see that that facial expression is very nice. I don't really know what's going on with the Extremists here. But you can see that they obviously are able to control themselves maybe. And then they go into a red bursty rage mode, I don't know, but either way, it is very nice and very nicely executed, and I kind of wonder what the purpose of these, you know, this kind of like red designs are for these Extremis associated minifigures. Kind of interesting, and I definitely wonder, but if you know, leave it in the comments, because I need to be educated. But other than that, there is the Extremis Soldier. And we have the Mark 42 armor, and LEGO actually calls it the Mark 42 armor. They don't really call it Iron Man because they really want to get the point across that this is just the suit, and it is meant to be displayed in the Hall of Armor portion of the set. So this is the exact same Mark 42 that we received in the previous set, the Seaport Battle. And you can see that it is very nice. It definitely looks cool. However, like I stated in the previous review, the color is a little off. It is a rather tannish silver in the film, and LEGO has made it a standard gold, which is unfortunate, but I mean, it's overlookable. You can see that the detail is really great. I mean, the detail for all Iron Man minifigures is fantastic and phenomenal. And that detail and the outlining and the gold and the silver and the awesomeness is all great. And you can see that all does really stand out. And unlike previous Iron Man minifigures, this one has gold hands. So that is also very cool. That is the same color as the newer C-3PO minifigures. And then there is even more awesome Iron Man detail there. Now, as you can see, he does have a white head. I can't really call it this a he, considering this is just the suit. But it does have a white head because, like I said, and LEGO really does try to get the point across that this is just the suit that is meant for display. And of course, you can put Tony or Pepper inside of it, or any other minifig head that you'd like. It's totally up to you, but LEGO includes it as being just the suit. You can see that this has the standard Iron Man helmet. It has the foldable visor, which is very cool, with the printed-in eyes. And, of course, this is removable. and that is also very awesome. And then, like I've stated in previous reviews, I can't say I don't like the Iron Man helmet. I always was fond of it from the first day that it was introduced back in San Diego Comic-Con 2011. I've always loved the Iron Man helmet. So, yeah, there you go, and that is it for the minifigures of this set. Now, the box is relatively a rather large size. It is probably the same exact size as the Rancor pit, and unfortunately it was too big to actually get in the frame for the previous clip. But either way, it is pretty nice. You have some nice box art. It definitely is really nicely designed. You got the basic concept of the cliff face that the Malibu Mansion is, of course, on. And then you have the Mark 42 render right there up in the top corner. Lego Marvel Superheroes logo, the specs for the set here, and then you have all the minifigures down here. Now, please excuse the damaged box. Now, when I got this set, there was kind of no going back. I couldn't get another one, or nor did I notice it, so I apologize for the damage, but either way, you can see that it also says Comic Book Adventure included there. You have the top of the box here, the Mark 42 Extremis suit right there, which is that is pretty much the actual size reference, of course. And then you have the back of the box, which shows all the features that I'm about to show you. And yeah, so definitely quite a crowded design going on here. But yeah, so very nice. And then you can see the side of the box here, and then the opposite side, a nice little render of the actual Mark 42 Extremis, and then the unimportant bottom that no one cares about, upside down. So, there's your box. Now let's take a look at the instruction manuals and Comic Book Adventure. And in this set, you actually get two instruction manuals, one for the helicopter, and then you also get one for the actual mansion. Now, the helicopter, it's only a 45-page build, so nothing too insane. And you can see all the pieces, and then you have the concluding page for the helicopter. Now, then you can see over here, you have an advertisement for the upcoming LEGO Marvel Superheroes game, which looks awesome. And then you have that, of course, that unique and hilarious LEGO Club TV, or LEGO Club TV, just LEGO Club advertisement. And then the second instruction manual is also very nice. It is a 71-page build to build the actual Malibu Mansion. So pretty cool. And then you have the back right there. And unlike the first booklet, there are no advertisements or even just a back cover in general. Then the actual Comic Book Adventure here going on has some staples in it. Staples are always awesome, so much detail. And you can see the cover art. This is pretty much the same exact one that we got with the Seaport Battle. You can see it's very nice. And once again, spoiler warning, there might be spoilers in this booklet. I'm not absolutely positive. I haven't seen the film yet. But if you are concerned about spoilers, I recommend you skip this to at least a minute ahead from now. So once again, possible spoiler warning, you have been warned. Now, first page here. There you go. Pause that. And pause. 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 And there you go. And there's the back. Very nice cover art. Love to see all the LEGO Marvel Superheroes figures. You have the 2013 lineup and the 2012 lineup, so very cool. And there is the Comic Book Adventure. So yeah. Moving on to the actual set, I'm going to give you a look at the extra pieces real quick. Let me just gather them up real quick right here. All right. No, come here, stud. So here we go. You can see these are the extra pieces included. Pretty much self-explanatory. Don't really need to explain much there. So there you go, extra pieces for the win. So let's go ahead and move the minifigures out of the way for the time being. We're going to begin with the helicopter, so let's move this to the side a little bit. Now the helicopter is very nice. I would expect it to be very accurate to the film. We haven't seen much of it yet, but you can see that it comes in a black, dark green, and yellow color with some tints of gray. And you can see that the propeller doesn't actually have four actual propellers. It only has two, which I found to be rather odd, but hey, it grows on you. It's a helicopter. It's awesome. And you can see some black lightsaber hilts used right there, which is also very cool for detail. And this is fully rotatable, and this is pretty much how the propeller is attached, right there onto that connector. And it spins at full 360 degrees at whatever speed you'd like. And then you can see that we do have 2 sets of flick-fire missiles, and these are not posable. These cannot move at all, so that is rather unfortunate, but they do flick fairly nicely. And yeah, I don't understand flick-fire missiles because sometimes if you flick it the wrong way, it can hurt your little stubby fingers. Anyway, so as you can see, there are 2 available spots for minifigures, and if you would like the helicopter to fantasize, if you'd like to fantasize about the helicopter that it might have autopilot mode, you could stick the Mandarin right on this one, and then the Extremis Soldier on this one, and then the thing can just pilot itself, you know? It's totally cool. It's not going to crash at all. Anyway, so as you can see, there is another little spinny piece right here, which is always cool. You got a little translucent piece on the back there, pack fin for to represent a light up light. Yeah, that works. You can attach the Mandarin's pistol or any other accessory with that basic Lego rod on it, molded onto it right there. And that is pretty cool. Very nice. I really hate having accessories lying around, especially ugly pistols like that. So I'm glad that LEGO included that. And then you can see that the stickers on this one, you can see there is a sticker here, a sticker here, a sticker here, and that's it for the stickers. But you can see that the black and all the dark green pieces included seem to be very useful, especially the dark green pieces, considering there is a lack of dark green pieces. I'm not sure about other LEGO themes, considering I only collect Star Wars and Marvel. But anyway, if you remove the actual, the top hatch, you can take the Extremis Soldier, or Pepper, or Tony, whoever you'd like to pilot the helicopter, but this is the Mandarin's helicopter, so it only makes sense to have the Extremis Soldier inside. And just so you know, here's a look at the cockpit. You can see you have some red and yellow pieces in there, so a little bit of a corny looking cockpit, but I mean, it does work. And you can see the Extremis Super Soldier. Yeah, I guess he's a super soldier. He's pretty awesome. But anyway, you can put him in there very nicely, and he looks pretty sweet inside the helicopter, piloting it to destroy Tony's mansion. And then you can put the Mandarin right on the side, of course, and it is pretty cool. So there is the helicopter. Pretty nice design nonetheless. Not much to say about it. I mean, LEGO has made helicopters before, but this is obviously an Iron Man 3 exclusive one, so I can't say that it's not pretty awesome. So, moving that out of the way over here, we have this little dude included, which is basically one of Tony Stark's drones. You know, he's a genius with technology, so he has these little dudes roaming around his mansion all the time, so we do get one of them. And what's really cool about this is that he is holding, I guess it's he, but you can see that it is holding the mobile suit case that we saw in Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3? I didn't know that was out yet. Iron Man 2. So it's pretty cool, and this is actually a sticker there. This is a sticker here, and the same exact sticker there. And it does represent the mobile suit very nicely, and this is a briefcase piece, so of course it does open up. So very nice touch there, LEGO, and I'll definitely be using that in the future. Once again, hint, hint. And the arm is very posable, as is the rest of the, I suppose, character slash minifigure thing. But you can see, like I said, very posable and pretty easy to break. So, putting that together, he does also have a fire hydrant attached to the side of him there, which is also very cool. And then these Technic pieces to represent tires. So, very cool. And then you can see the actual Malibu Mansion, and here is very nice. It's more of a playset than anything. It definitely represents the design and concept of the architecture for the actual building. But like I said, it is more of a playset, so you have a lot of open space and a lot of features. So let's go over them. First, let's take a look at sticker locations. You have 2 stickers on each computer panel here, and let's just wait for that to focus to give you a look at those. You can pretty much see them right there. Very nice stickers, and I really love the detail that LEGO has put into them. I just love detail, and especially represented in stickers. And yeah, then you can see what's really awesome are these pieces right here. You can see in there you do have some stickers that represent some Iron Man suits. You have the Iron Man Mark IV, which I'm pretty sure that's the Mark VI actually, and then the Mark VI, which I'm pretty sure is the Mark VII. So I don't know, LEGO, I might be wrong, but if I am, correct me in the comments. You can see those stickers in there are just very awesome. And then there are some stickers on the windows. You have a sticker which is a helicopter, and that's pretty cool, and then a alert sticker right there. So also very cool. And there is a back view of those stickers. I have to say these are the coolest stickers in the set. So obviously there is a lot of stickers with this set, but they do make the set look just that much better. Right here you can see on this little island you have a set of tools, and those are attached to those hooks there, and pretty cool. So you can have Tony doing some work on the mansion. Now, what's really interesting about this set is not only that Pepper is inside the suit, but is the fact that you have this little area right there with those awesome stickers, which is actually a Hall of Armor. And, I mean, I may or may not be making a Hall of Armor in the future. I don't know. But for now, there is a Hall of Armor included with this set. It may not be accurate, but it is pretty cool. There are two little sections where you can display your Iron Man suits. And obviously, you can't just have Tony or Pepper in the suit just standing there all day. So they give you, LEGO supplies us with a white head to put on the minifigure to represent kind of like a mannequin kind of thing. And then you can seat, and you can stand one of these suits right there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And if you have a extra suit, maybe the Heartbreaker suit from the Ultimate Showdown set, not included, you can, like I said, have a nice little Hall of Armor going on. So I definitely think that is very cool for those who appreciate little details like that. Now, in terms of features, you can see that this little red lever here actually activates a exploding feature. And if you guys remember in the trailer, there was actually a scene where his Hall of Armor gets blown up. So you can recreate that in LEGO by pulling this lever, and here we go. So you can pretty much see it kind of blows up. I suppose you have to give it more of a tug than what I did, more of a aggressive tug. I just kind of pulled it. So let's go ahead and give that one last try. So pulling it a lot harder. That didn't work either. But anyway, so repositioning these here, and here's a look at those, just for your own reference. You can see that the actual design right here is pretty cool because they use one of these bendy pieces to mimic a kind of a slant and curvature to the flooring. So that's also very nice. You can see that the kitchen area is very cool. It has two opening cabinets which have nothing in them. And you have a little coffee mug on there too, which is detachable, of course. And then you have a blender. Blenders are awesome. And you can see you got, like, I don't know, some orange studs in there. I don't know what that might represent, but they are in there, and that's pretty cool in terms of detail. Now, the computer area here is also very nice because putting Pepper back together here after she's recovering from being in the suit, you can take Pepper and or Tony, whichever you prefer, and have her on the computer right there doing some work. So, like I said, this set is really obviously keen toward the more playable side of things. There are a lot of playability features to this set, so probably set toward younger ages. But then the final feature with this set is by pulling this lever here, you can mimic kind of an exploding effect. So yanking on it right now, you can see that this window bursts out, giving Pepper the opportunity to fly out and attack the Mandarin, while Tony, apparently, according to the box art, falls out, and she comes to the rescue by apparently using that entrance that the Mandarin's helicopter so kindly made by blowing up the mansion. But other than that, there isn't much else to the actual Malibu Mansion. It is, like I said, it's a playset, and I definitely think it works out very nicely, and I can't say I don't like it. It's a pretty cool little set. And yeah, so really nice set overall. I definitely like this one. Now, if I have to choose like which set I like most in terms of design, it's easily this one. Now, the speedboat from the the Seaport Battle is pretty cool. Once again, this is not included. This is from a totally separate set. This one is pretty cool in terms of design, but if I were to have to choose, it definitely have to be this set in terms of design and pieces that are included. So, other than that, that is about it for the entire set. So yeah, really great set, really great playability, nice features, and nice references along with detail. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and conclude this final Iron Man 3 review. So, that's it for the Iron Man Malibu Mansion Attack, the final Iron Man 3 review. And I really do put a lot of effort into these reviews, guys, so if you could just take a half a second to leave this video a like. It would be very much appreciated, as like I said, I had to do quite a bit to get these sets early, and not to mention throwing these reviews together, as I do try to go as in-depth as possible, so showing your support wouldn't hurt. So yeah, and I'd love to hear your opinion if you found the review informative. I'd love to hear that and your feedback in the comments section below if you don't mind. Just shows that you guys like the reviews and motivates me to continue reviewing them for you. Now, like I said, this set is really great. It's a great play set. I can't say I have any problems with it, other than the fact that the Mandarin's hairpiece is could have been better, and the pistol that is included with him, and the fact that Pepper is not exactly the best pepper pots possible. But other than that, I don't have any complaints. Oh, one more thing is that you can't actually, like I said before, fit the Mandarin inside the passenger area of the helicopter. He kind of has to stand on the side. But hey, he's a badass. He doesn't have to worry about danger, does he? Anyway, so I definitely have enjoyed these sets very much, and I hope you guys are going to be able to enjoy them as well when they are released on March 7th in Toys R Us stores. And by the way, that does also count for LEGO stores. These sets will arrive in LEGO stores on March 7th as well. Actually, they're already there, but they won't sell them to you either. But other than that, that's about it for these reviews, guys. Like I said, I really hope you've enjoyed them, and yeah, so I very much am looking forward to Iron Man 3, and huge thanks to LEGO for these slight spoilers. Really appreciate it, but hey, as it is, we're getting these sets early, so what can you expect? But yeah, so appreciate you guys watching the entire video. I know my reviews are long, but hey, that only means that I offer as much information as possible on the product. Now, I'm gonna leave it off at that, and I'll see you guys later. Alright?
Bye.